Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment, and today home to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job, good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
And the Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So UCF's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Handoff to the single back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lincoln. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
The Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. It's complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Try and play action. Got a man. It's Lincoln. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Hauls it in. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Knights are facing third and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Leaves it with the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. Turning it on. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights are on the move. Handoff from the gun. Powers through the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The toss sweep to the right. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. The Knights line it up with a first and goal. Now he's looking to throw it. Big fella moving. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now on second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gonna swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Going with the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Lincoln. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just going to keep it after the snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice move there. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for space, it's Sims. Nice move, creates some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Using his feet.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Knights will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. On target over the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll go back to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Reads it, fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. He'll do it himself. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it along the sideline. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Punt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Make makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Raging Cajuns will have it 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Raging Cajun! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do... Turning it on! Past the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Knights! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Right back to the well. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. The option look. Now the pitch. Got the first down and more. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. It's a reverse. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana!
And that makes you feel so good as an offense. When you can score late in the first half in a 2-minute type situation, the extra point's going to give you the lead. Makes you feel so much better heading into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. Looking for room at the 40. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. Bully ball on third and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch down the right side. They get him out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and man, you couldn't ask for more on that play. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, what a move to get room. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll try the run. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The Knights line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. No huddle offense to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. Hope breaks into the open. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to set.
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, UCF. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. He'll keep it himself. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Runs through a tackle. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Power football with the run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. Fights off the defender. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a crease at the 20. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack warrants the 2-point try.
UCF 33, Louisiana 21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Takes the easy one to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You did.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Unloads quickly. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catching a run on that one. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, UCF! And the punishment has been extended.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about it as a defensive player. But man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Bounced off his feet. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Trying the left side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.